All right, guys, let's get started. I think it's recording. I swear I'm not normally such a loon. Well, maybe I am. All right, we'll go. So the point of this Zoom is not only to recap what we just went over with Eric Worre and what he's been coaching us and training us to do, but I want you to think bigger, be stronger, and move faster. Success loves speed. We always have been raised that slow and steady wins the race. I don't know if that translates. Maribel, is that the same thing in Mexico? Slow and steady wins the race. Does that translate? Okay, well, that's not true in this profession. You will starve if you just go slow and steady. How many of you have done the 20 and 30 training in your back office? At least just listen through all the trainings. Maybe you haven't done the work yet, but you listen to it. Show of hands. He talks about this. Slow and steady is never going to get your airplane off the ground. To get an airplane off the ground, you have to go 100% throttle, and not forever, but long enough to get your plane off the ground. And this is what I see so many people go in their little airplanes. Like they just like hop around, they're taxiing around, like chilling in their airplanes at the airport still. And then every once in a while they're like, but they never get off the ground because it's never 100% throttle for long enough. And you don't have to do it forever. And everyone's, it's different for everyone. But you got to get the plane off the ground and you've got to get it flying. And then you can cruise at 10,000 feet altitude, right? You take your seatbelt off. But then guess what? You've got to give it another go. And so he talks about that in that training. So slow and steady does not win the race. So I want you guys to think bigger, be stronger, and move faster. Right now is the best time to be with this company. We are just getting started. We're just getting things figured out. We've gotten over tons of hiccups, and we're still a very, very baby company. When I started, there was absolutely no training, which I'm 1,000% grateful for, because it made me go to YouTube, and it made me go to Google, and it made me study the industry. So I quickly realized that there are only 7 skills in this profession. I quickly realized that if I want to be a 7-figure earner, I got to study 7-figure earners, right? And so a lot of that stuff and the kinks and turns, we've already done that stuff for you, right? But I want you to know there's always going to be highs and there's always going to be lows in any business. It's not always going to be a straight shot. Like if you look at any graph of any growth of business, there's highs and lows and dips, and hopefully it's always in an upward trajectory, but it's not always. There's going to be times that products that you love will come and go. There's going to be times that products are on back order. There's going to be times stuff shows up to your door, your customers' doors, and it's the wrong order. People are going to quit. Leaders are going to quit. You're going to sponsor someone who you think is going to be amazing, and they go missing in action, and you never hear from them again. There'll be compensation changes. People will even go as far to make up stuff about you to try to take you down. They will make up stuff about you to take your company down. There'll be tears. There will be celebrations. There will be all sorts of other amazing things. But we can't always grow at 100%. And sometimes, when there's dips, people get scared, and those outsiders will come in and say, "Oh, you should come to our company," right? Or, "Oh, I told you that business was a scam. Told you." But listen, I want you to think of Amazon. Look at their reports. They have dips. Are they closing? Are they going down just because they have some dips? No. So it's all these things are gonna happen, and you just have to keep going, because it ultimately doesn't matter. And if you know it's gonna happen, when it happens, you're like, "Oh, let's say this is gonna happen. Here it is. Cool, Liz. It's here." And then guess what happens? Then you go back up because you kept doing the work, right? So, but right now we are growing and we have to take advantage of this window. And I'm tired of seeing you guys play small. I'm tired of you not facing your fears. I'm tired of you not figuring shit out. I'm tired of you not taking action and playing small, because I know that you're playing at like 10%. Like, you're playing at 10% and you can serve the world. There's so many lives that you can change by just playing bigger. And you don't have to play even 100%, but 10%, it's not fair to you. It's not fair to the people around you, and you deserve more. So we're growing right now. And the thing is, the company is doing very, very well, and you personally may not be. And I know that like the example of the Bedford teams on here, they're killing it. I talk about the Bedford team, and I know y'all aren't all from Bedford, but I throw y'all into Bedford. I don't even know where the heck Bedford is. That way. Over there. Bad Mama Jamba's coming out of there. Killing it. Killing it. Not everyone in that team is killing it, but that team is killing it. So I have other teams that they're going backwards. But the point of me saying this is the company's doing very well. You may not be personally, but people are doing very well. So that means it's possible and it can be done, and people are doing it. People are doing it. So you have to work on your skills. And there's a few key performance indicators that we have to start tracking every single month. Corporate says that they're going to make it easy on us, and they're going to give us all the reports, and they've given us the back reports. So I want to give you an example. In 2015, we had 64 pinks. In 2016, 2017, we had 50. 2018, we had 16. 16 pinks. Y'all, that is our foundation rank. And I'm going to go over more of the key performance indicators later. But that's not good. Pink is not a hard status, and we're overthinking it. We're overcomplicating it. And one of the top leaders, one of my good friends, our number one earner, Whitney Husband, she on stage just like, this is the breakdown of the numbers. So get to pink, get your car bonus to make $800 to $900 a month. And I was like, that's too hard. I didn't say that. That was my first thought. Girls aren't gonna do that. It's too much for them. They're not, like I'm like your babies or something. You're not babies, right? And so someone else said, they're not gonna do that. Why? Because people aren't hitting yellow, because people aren't doing the work, because people are all of a sudden afraid, or it's this mentality that we've created. It's not real. So it's a trickle effect. And so after that session, a bunch of Black status leaders on my team, we were all sitting out at the table, and I said, let's pull up our months that we hit pink. What did we do? And we were doing huge numbers. I hit pink, I hit yellow, pink, and blue in 2 weeks, and I had over half the sales, and I had sponsored 7 people in those 2 weeks. I'm not freaking special, you guys. Y'all saw the hot mess getting this thing started. I'm dyslexic. I'm from population 300. I was a punk kid. I got kicked out of high school. I'm lucky I got into college, quit college. Like, there's nothing special about me. Nothing. Was I scared to reach out to people? Some people, but I also knew that this was really cool, and I made money when I was sleeping. I was getting paid $7.25 from a mascara when I was sleeping, and that was cool. And that was freaking cool. I didn't do that on my day job. Do you guys do that at your day job? Do you make money while you sleep? Raise your hand if you make money while you're sleeping from your day job. Oh, none of y'all. Me either. So why are we not telling people about this? Huh? What? For real? So the numbers I'm going to share with you later, I was going to dumb it down, and I was going to say, it's too hard. But then I looked at my numbers. I looked at Kylie's numbers. I looked at all the ladies' numbers around us. And I thought, if us ding-dongs can do this, freaking anyone can do it. And so I want you to play bigger. So I'm not going to say, Cuckoo Caca, here's your pacifier. And just go slow. No, like I'm tired of being that way, and I think I got to that point because I want to be liked, and no one told me that leaders were going to talk shit. No one told me that people were going to quit. I didn't know that, and so when my sponsor quit and went out with a big old bang, I wasn't prepared for that, and I would rather be liked than be successful. And to be successful, I thought it was like, maybe I couldn't be liked if I was successful. So I'd rather be liked than be successful. And so then I started coddling you guys and nursing you. It's like I'm nursing 45,000 babies right now is what it's like. And that is stupid. Okay, let's carry on. But key performance indicators that we'll track every month, we'll get into that. Okay. So basically, all those things are going to happen. There's going to be dips, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. But together, we have to build a community that is prepared for anything that won't stop us and it won't slow us down. So like when I coach girls one-on-one, I say, you know, what's going to show up? Okay, you want to hit pink this month. What's going to show up to stop you? Because it's gonna show up something. It's going to be something personal. It's going to be something that you didn't expect, only because you never stopped to say, okay, what's going to show up and stop me? Like snow days. Do you know how many stinking snow days we had last month? Or this month? Freaking February, still the same month. It's killer. Like that is killer. It's stuff that you didn't plan for. But guess what? You have to keep going. Oh, that thing showed up. Liz said something was going to show up, trying to keep me from my goals. Some people call it the devil. Call it whatever you want. Something's going to show up to stop you. No matter what it is, you have to keep going. And together, we have to create a community that's prepared for anything that won't stop us and that won't slow us down. Right? Like if you're going, like if there's a speed bump, sometimes you have to go over it. But I know of 3 speed bumps in my town that I can go around. Hey. Or what if you're like you're going somewhere and all of a sudden there's a detour, right? The road's closed. You don't stop and turn around and go home, do you? Like if you're going on a trip and there's the road's closed, so you got a detour, do you just turn around and go home? Or do you go take the detour? You just go around what showed up. So together we can have that team and that community that nothing will stop us. But we have to let our team know those expectations, right? So I'm letting you know shit's going to show up. Things are going to happen. It's not always going to be highs. It's going to be highs and lows. So you have to let your teammates know that too. He calls it something, Eric called it inoculate. So I've got to inoculate you, so you inoculate them. I'm like, I don't even know how to spell inoculate. I'm like looking over at Megan Dashley's page. I'm like, how do you spell inoculate? I've never even heard of inoculate. I mean, I've been inoculated, and I just inoculated you, so now we got to inoculate the other people. Okay, you picking up what I'm throwing down? Let me see some hands. You know, get an amen on a Sunday. Woo! Let's go. All right. So, it's your responsibility to inoculate your teammates every chance we can. Let them know it's not always sunshines and rainbows in business. And it's actually one thing that I love about businesses. It's always like, it's like moving and growing and changing and going. Like, for those of you that don't know me very well, I started a business when I was 19. I couldn't find a job. I got out of cosmetology school and I went into so many salons. I walk in, I'm like, hey! And then like look you up and down. Or like, I always greeted them first and they just look you up and down and they turn back and do what they were doing. I was like, I cannot work with people like this. So I was like, I told my boyfriend at the time, I was like, I'm going to start my own salon. And I ended up starting a spray tan salon, but mainly because he said I couldn't do it. He's like, yo, good luck. I'm like, oh, tell me again I can't do it. Like, there's some of you on this call, that I want to be like, you can't do it. You're not good enough. You're not big enough. Okay, you're right. Like, you're going to hit black status this year. Whatever. Like, I want to say it to you just because I know it'll drive you, but I don't want you to hate me. But, like, there's people that I truly want to call out. Like, and I am so appreciative to that boyfriend for saying I can't do it because maybe I wouldn't have. But then I had a challenge. And then my first full month here, my black status upline, she basically laughed at me. I was like, okay, you're going, because I was like, I'm hitting black in November. I'm going to be the first person to hit black in November. This was June. I'm hitting black in November. I'd never been in direct sales or network marketing in my life. But I knew I was making money when I was sleeping, and I wasn't doing that in my day job. And she was just like, okay. Like, Kylie, she just said I couldn't do it. She just said I cannot hit black status in November. Oh, ow. Maybe that's when I said, I'm going to be the first one. And guess what? I did it. And I'm so grateful for her not believing in me, because I was like, game on. Okay, so I was the third one. I hit on the 17th because we launched in the UK the month before that. Claire Cowan hit black status in 3 days. Katie Hamar hit black status in 5 days. And then I was the 17th day. So sometimes I feel like I believe in you guys too much. And I'm like, oh, just nurse a little longer. But there are some of you that I just was like, you can't do it. But I know you can, so it wouldn't work. Okay. Anyways, let's keep going. So inoculate your team. Oh, let's see where we are. Oh, this was really good. This next part is really good. So I want you to know that it really doesn't matter where you are today or where you came from, that you can do this. And I mean, I know that, and I say that because I did it. And if I can do it, I swear anyone can freaking do it. But you just gotta go. You just gotta think bigger, play bigger, and work faster. But be the reason that people take action. Be the reason people take action. Okay, so this was a slap in the face. And it might smack you in the face too. And I hope it does. I want you to know that you are earning exactly what your worth is based on the value you bring to the team. Based on the value you bring to the team. And that's not just your team. That is gold diggers to the organization. And I did not have a team page till 6 months after I was black status. And the reason was, why? Like my upline has a group. I would add everyone in there. I would learn something. I'd post it in there. And I remember saying, Kylie, you need to share that with the team page. And she would never do it. And this couple of Zooms ago, she was like, I made the biggest mistake not contributing to that bigger page to add value to everyone. Because I saw how much Liz grew from teaching. She'd learn something, she'd teach it. I just lost train of thought. I just saw Ashley Woods' cute little face on here, and then I lost what I was saying. Shoot! Where was I going with that? Add value. Anyways, you're being paid exactly what you're worth. You're being paid at your skill level. You want to make more money? Grow your skills. But yeah, this is exactly what he said. I want you to know that you are earning exactly what you're worth based on the value you bring to your team. Boom. Boom. You want to make more money? Bring more value. You want to earn more? Become more. You know, a better you is a better income. And the more people that you help, the more income that you will have. And the thing is, the more income, the more people you can help. Okay, so I know a lot of people are going, well, I don't do it for the money. I don't do it I want to help people. Well, guess what? Your paycheck correlates to how many people you've helped, right? Maybe you want to start donate to Save the Dogs. Is Tara on here? She would love nothing more than to sell makeup to give the money to dogs. So you may not be working for money, you may be working for something else, but ultimately money is probably going to get you that other thing. Like, so there's a lot, money mindset stops so many people. But the more people you help, the more income you'll have. The more income you have, the more people you can help. And money is not bad. And let me tell you, if you have issues around money, or you think that rich people got lucky, or rich people are rude, or you have got to work on your mindset. And I want you to know that money equals freedom, and you can serve more people with more money. Money is not a bad thing. Those people that have money didn't get, it's not luck. So there's a book you can read. I actually read six money mindset books in 6 weeks a couple of years ago. And there was one I was getting ready to tell you guys to read, and I just went blank on what it is. I'll think of it later. Think and Grow Rich. That's what it's called. Think and Grow Rich. And there's a bunch, you can just Google money mindset. It's a lot of people's hang up. Like, maybe you earn it and you get rid of it as quick as you earn it because you're like, I don't know what to do. Like, there's so many things, or like you are stopping yourself from even creating an income. Like the mindset around money is so huge. It also has a lot to do with your self-worth and what you think like your self-worth is. So let's talk a little bit about that, and then we'll move on to systems and getting people to race to pink. Wouldn't you guys love to have people on your team just racing to hit pink? You're going for pink? Me too. I'm going to beat you. Game on. Let's go. Right? Like, that's what we've got to create again. It was so much fun when that was happening. And even people that weren't competitive were like, well, heck, I got this. You guys aren't any different than me. Maybe I'm shy. You're not shy, but like, I'm way smarter than you. You can do it. I can do it. Right? So let's talk about self-worth, and then we'll move on to that. So one of the biggest things that I can suggest on this is learn to take a compliment. When someone says, oh my gosh, you are so pretty, say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I complimented so many people this weekend because that makes me feel so good. I love finding something about someone and letting them know it's special, or letting them know that I noticed it, or that I like that, or that I see their hard work. Like, I love that. And when I give someone a compliment, I'm like, girl, you are so pretty. And they don't say thank you. They say, oh, no. It takes it away. It takes that joy away from me. And then they didn't get to accept it. They didn't get to take that in and feel it. And so that is the number one thing. When someone tells you you are pretty or you did a good job, just own it and just say, thank you so much. And once you like say thank you so much a couple times, it'll get a little bit easier. Because sometimes people think that's weird, but people also think it's weird to say, look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. Like, I am beautiful. I'm a beautiful person. And it's okay to put your makeup on and your skirt on, or your yoga pants, and be like, I look so good today. I look good today. I feel good. I look good. I'm alive. Like, that's not a negative thing. And I see it so much that at some point along our upbringing, we were told it's not okay to say that we're pretty, like, or to accept compliments. So if you can really work on your self-worth, learn to take compliments, change your belief around money, you can manifest whatever you want. Wealth, people coming to you for your business, better health, positive people, whatever it is that you want, you can manifest that. But it starts with your self-worth. So I want to take just a couple of minutes to do this challenge. Does everyone have a pen and paper? You should. Show it to Zoom without some pen and paper. All right. See, all the nut heads nodding yes. So I'm going to set a timer we'll just do 2 minutes since we started late. I want you to write down every reason that you're not doing better in this business. Every reason that you're not doing better. And I wish I had my notebook, because I'd read you guys some of mine and you'd be like, really? She thinks that about herself? You're not doing better in this business because if I only had this, I would have this. Because of this, I don't have this. Write down every reason you're not doing better in this business. Maybe if I only had more support at home, I'd be successful. If I had more time, I'd be successful. If I knew what I was doing, I'd be more successful. Because my kids, I'm not successful. Yeah, write them all down. We got another minute. Keep on writing. If I had blank, I'd be doing so much better. Why are you not doing better? I'm not blank, so I'll never be successful. All right. Go ahead and wrap that up. And if you want to spend more time on that later, and you just write down all the reasons and then just look at them. I want you to know that look at it and what's the repeating pattern? What keeps showing up for you? What keeps derailing you and stopping you from hitting your goals? And maybe not just in this, but in other areas. That could be the thing stopping you. And somewhere you're attracting this. And a lot of times it starts from when we were raised. Like it's issues from beliefs our parents had, that their parents had. Oh, rich people are mean. Rich people are selfish thieves, or money doesn't grow on trees, or time. I work all the time. I don't have time for, like whatever it is. Whatever our parents told us, a lot of times it stems from that. My thing was when my sponsor up and left, she tried to like throw grenades when she was walking out. And it really, before leading up to it, I started playing small so she liked me. Oh, I'm doing better than you. Okay. So instead of me saying, come play bigger, I went to her level. And so that was a huge turning point in my business. And it was guilt. It comes from guilt. And I'm not going to go into why I accepted the guilt, but I accept guilt, and I accepted guilt as a child. And it's my thing. I feel guilty because I would rather be liked than be successful, but I can be liked and be successful. I know that. So I've really been working on my mindset, but what keeps showing up for you? What's the repeating pattern? It could be the thing that's stopping you, and somewhere you are attracting it. If you become aware as you change, you, everything will change. As you grow you, everything will change. And he said something, how many of you feel like everyone's always lying to you? Like, oh, they're lying. Everyone's lying. Like, I don't really look pretty. Oh, or whatever it is. Like, if you know a person or you are a person and you feel like people are always lying to you, it's because you can't handle the truth. And it's smack in the face of that it's true. And there are so many other cases and scenarios. Like, I feel guilty because I accept the guilt. I don't have to take on that guilt of other people. Like, I don't have to. And my husband's really helped me a lot learn not to take on other people's guilt and not to feel guilty. Like, I remember locking my keys in the car like 3 times in 1 week, or showing up 25 minutes away to my salon to open it up. And guess what? I didn't have my key to open the door. And so I had to call my husband, who has a job, who was paying the bills, drive up there. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I felt so guilty, because my parents' response would have been totally different than what my husband responded. Not because my parents didn't love me, but the huff, right? But my husband's like, oh, no big deal, girl. I'll be there in a minute. So he just came right up, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, that felt so good. So guilt is my thing. We all have our things. So like if you might even have 3 or 4 things. Totally normal, guys. Totally normal. But become aware of it. And as you change, everything will change. And the thing is, this opportunity is an escape. It's an escape from something you don't love or a situation that you don't love. And many of you know my story. When I first started, I was in no mental shape to start another business. I didn't even want to live. Okay. I was in my 29, what year was it? 2013, leading into 2014 was the shittiest year of my entire life. It was hell. And Unique became a positive distraction for me. It was a positive distraction, and it was an escape from a situation I didn't love. The situation was in my head, and I didn't love it. I also didn't love that I had no retirement, and I was missing out on my kid. But I never knew that I knew I didn't like it, but I didn't know like how to change it. And I didn't know that this opportunity that was sitting in my lap was the thing. I didn't open my kit for a month. But I was crying to myself that I want to spend more time with my family. Like, something in my life's going to change. And I had it the whole time in my lap. So this opportunity is an escape for something you don't love or a situation you don't love. And that's why I find it so selfish not to invite someone to learn more information. It may or may not be for them. That's okay. But it's really selfish not to say, hey, listen, I'm doing this thing. I'd love to share more with you. Hey, I'm working on this thing. I'd love to show you what it is all about. And we'll go into more of that in a minute. But this profession is so simple. It takes hard work, but it's really simple. The skill set is super, super low in comparison to the income potential in the world. Like, the skill set is so low versus the income potential. Like a semester in college, like I went 3. That was hard, you guys. That was hard. Laborious work. We remodeled our bathroom. That shit was hard. That was hard. Missing out on my family. That was hard. Not having a retirement and relying on someone else to save money for me to retire. That shit was hard. But this isn't hard. You know, standing 12 hours a day as a hairstylist, as a nurse, that's hard. Living into debt up to your eyeballs, that's hard. Not knowing how you're going to pay next week's bills, that's hard. Network marketing is not hard. It's conversations, and it's 7 simple skills. You got to pick your hard, guys. Being behind on promises to yourself, that's hard. Not holding up promises to your family and to your goals, that's hard. Growing yourself and growing the skill set, not hard. Not hard. But I want you guys to know it's very, very normal to struggle in this profession. Eric said, very normal to struggle for the first 3 years. The 3 years. And I promise you, the quicker you can make all of the mistakes, the quicker you're going to get better. But you got to make all the mistakes. All of them. And then try something different. Go, 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 go. Make as many mistakes as you can, as fast as you can. And then you'll get better. But I want you guys seriously to decide, make the decision, like, I want to be a professional. I'm tired of it being weird for me to send a message to someone I don't know. You want to know why it's weird? Because your skill set sucks. You don't have the skill. So of course it's weird. Following up, I don't want to follow up. I don't want to bug them. Well, you know why you're bugging them? Because you don't have the skill on how to follow up. So if it's weird for you and it's awkward for you and you feel like you suck at sales, guess what? It's because your skill set level is low. You don't want it to be awkward following up? Study follow up. You want to get better at sales? Study sales. If it's weird for you to message your cold market and offer them something that could possibly change their life forever and their families, you've got to grow. If that's awkward for you, even if it's awkward for you to message someone you love and know, maybe you're married to them, maybe they live across the street, maybe it's your mom. If you even feel like it's weird to share it with them, you've got to grow your skill set. That's all it is. And just knowing that, okay, So really, if I just grow my skill set, following up isn't going to be like I'm bugging people anymore. Try me. Try me. If that's your thing, go study it, practice for 2 weeks, and come back and tell me if that weirdness, awkward, I'm bugging people went away. Because when you have the skills, you're going to realize following up is a very nice service to do for people. People love to be followed up with. But there's some words you got to tweak. And when you end the conversation, you got to let them know you're going to follow up with them again. It's the little bitty things that take it away. They take that weird awkwardness, scared, feared, takes it away. And so I want you to make the decision to become a professional. Become a professional. Grow your skills and master them. But it has to be a real decision. It can't just be like, okay, I'm going to do it. I guess I'm going to do it. No, it's like, I'm doing it. Like it's a decision, and it's a real decision. It's going to remove fear, and it's going to get rid of that fear emotion. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's like, I don't have any credibility. I'm young, or who do I think I am? Or maybe it's a fear of, I don't know enough about the products, or what are other people going to think? Go figure it out and master the skills and build yourself a playbook. And I promise, once you make the decision make this decision that I'm going to go pro, success is coming, and it's fast. And when that success comes, fear disappears and success shows up. You'll have hope, you'll have progress, you'll have belief, and that will fill the spot where fear was living inside of you. So 4 things that we have to do in this profession. Write them down. 4 things. Number 1, we got to sell products. This is a word of mouth advertisement business. When I had the salon, the best customers came in through word of mouth. So we got to sell products. Some of you have sales, but you still have no freedom because you sell so much damn makeup. You sell so much makeup, but you have no freedom. You have no freedom. And how many of you are tired of just selling makeup? Like just selling skincare? Like that, it's exhausting. Ashley Woods freaking slays the PRS. It's hard. And guess what's going to happen? She's going to get tired of it, and she's either going to quit or she's going to go pro, and she's going to make the decision to go learn some other skills, right? So the first thing we do is sell products. Second thing we do is we recruit presenters. And I want you to know, are you recruiting or are you selling the stupid kit? I get messages every day from you guys saying, what's in the kit? Guess what? I don't know what's in the kit. Makeup and skincare. That's all I know. Like, because it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I'm not selling a kit. I am selling an opportunity in a business. And you just happen to get some makeup and skincare. I don't know what's in it. It's a ton. It's like $300 and something value. That's all I know. Because nothing else matters. But those are jobs. And we have to create, those are jobs and we have to create leverage. Something that produces results when we are not producing. Otherwise, you'll get burnt out. You will get burnt out and you will not create leverage. The third thing we have to do in this profession is duplicate. Duplication. And by the time we get over this, we're going to have a roadmap on what we're doing to create a pink ranking factory. That's how we're going to be producing pinks. We're going to be the team known that puts out the most pinks. Last month, the #1 spot for the team that had the most pinks, they put out 7. 7. I remember when we were doing that. And we're just not doing it anymore. So we'll get on to that later. But that's little. That's not that many people. So duplication. And this duplication is going to be selling products, recruiting people, but also the business. So here are 2 ways that you can measure if your team is duplicating. You guys ready for this? If your team is duplicating, your team is actually growing, you are creating leverage for your future for something to produce when you're not producing, is how many black statuses do you have on your team? And how many new pinks do you have every month? How many blacks and how many new pinks do you have every month? And then the fourth thing that we have to do is leadership. You do it, they do it. You do it, they do it. We talked about this a minute ago, but we are playing so damn small. We're playing at like 10% of what we're capable of. 10% of our potential. What if we unleash the other 9% seasonally? Not all the time, because that's exhausting, and there's more to life than going full throttle all the time. Like, you just can't do it. You'll also burn out. But what if we just tapped into that other 90% of our potential seasonally, 4 times a year? January, April, July, and October. What would happen? What would happen if you use the other 90% of your potential 4 months of the year? You think something would change for your life? You think you'd hit your goals? You think you'd get your husband off your back? Because he's like, I don't know about this thing. You know, I shared it with, can't remember who I shared it with. So Eric said, if you have an unsupportive spouse or partner or friend or whatever, oftentimes they're unsupportive because they're tired of seeing you crawl. And they're tired of saying, okay, you've said it before, you've done it before. Can't remember. I shared it with somebody this weekend because I was like, oh my gosh, I just actually took a note on this. Like, he says, and it's true. I remember my husband slightly being annoyed that I was on my phone all the time when I first started, which I really didn't care what he thought at the time. But and I was on it all the time, but it was the positive distraction that I needed. And then when I showed him my first paycheck, I was not crawling. I wasn't crawling, and he was like, oh, that's cool. Baby, you go get on your phone. Now he's like, I'll drive you work. You know? And so, if you have that, and it's not always the reason, I mean, but it makes sense. He's tired of, you giving up on your goals or saying you're going to do something and you don't do it. Stop crawling. Okay, but let's see. Where was I at? Oh, so some of you are thinking, there is no way I can go to 90% of my potential, or I am 100% of my potential and I just suck. Whatever it is you're telling yourself, don't believe that. Don't believe it. This can be a muscle that can be grown. Like, you can tap into more of your potential, and you do have more to offer. So tap into that other 90% and just rewrite your story. So what do I mean, though, by seasons and the 4 times a year? So some of you already said, we have new people on since I started, but how many of you have listened to the 20 and 30 training in your back office? Maybe you haven't done it yet, but you've listened to it, you've taken notes, you're going to rewatch it and do it again. Show of hands, because I can't see you guys. Only a handful of you, not even half. And I see you, the ones that haven't. That's good stuff. I paid over $300 for that a couple years ago, and now we have it for free. Freaking awesome. It's so good. It is so good. And the thing is, you can just listen to it in your car or like when you're grocery shopping, because I know it's like, man, some of the sessions are like an hour long or 45 minutes long. Like, who has time to just sit? I don't have time to just sit there and like do it. So when I'm driving, my car becomes a rolling university, and I get it done. And then I'm like, ooh, that one was a good one. And so then I'll re-listen to it and take notes. So use your time wisely, because I know that time is precious. So seasonally, January, April, July, and October, we're going to bring in massive amounts of new teammates. And those are going to be our big sponsoring months as a team. Now, this is the duplication part. So I'm telling you this, you're going to tell your team this. Corporate is also going to start backing this same calendar. So January, April, July, and October, these are huge sponsoring months for us. This is when we're going to bring in people together, because when you bring in people together, they're all on the same page, they're doing the same things, they can run together, they can make friends, they can learn together, and it creates massive momentum. So then during the 2 months, so January, February, and March, and whatever the other 2 months are between the months, what we're going to do is we're going to get them to pink status. So we bring in people, and we get them to pink status. And that's what we're going to do as a team. So the trainings will be all based around this. Everyone, it'll take a while for us all to get in sync. And there were a couple people said, well, what if I want someone to join during those off months? You tell them to wait until I'm not bringing in new teammates till July. Now, I don't think I could personally do that. But someday I know I'll get to a place where I feel comfortable. I'm like, turn them away? I couldn't do it. But a part of me goes, well, you got to be coachable. Then I'm like, no. So I'm not saying to do that for you guys, but there is very, very much importance of working our tails off, tapping into that 90% 4 times a year, working our arses off for 4 times a year. And then those 2 training months, we go to more of a part-time hours, and we train them and they get to pink. We bring in new people, we get them to pink. We bring in new people, 2 months, during those 2 months, we get them to pink. And so watch that training if you have not, and he goes more into that. So this is going to be something that it's just what we do as a team, and the other teams within Unique that do this will be the fastest growing teams. And so let's see, let's talked about all this. Talked about that. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. But I do want you to imagine, though, only working at 90 or 100% full out 4 months a year, and then 8 months of the year you just train. You get the girls to car bonus, and you do the things, and then you ramp up again, and create massive pockets of action. It's amazing. It sounds amazing, because I know for my first 2 years I was 100% throttle, and I was like, oh my gosh, this doesn't work. So how do you balance it out? How does it make it work? And he's like, well, duh, you just do the 20 and 30 4 times a year. So watch that training. But that also, the 20 and 30, when you do decide to do that, maybe you do it on an off month where we're getting everybody to the car bonus and pink. This is a solo activity. It is something that you will now neglect your current team, and you're bringing in a new class. You have to have your family on board. You have to make arrangements for them to eat. Listen, I'm not cooking dinner all month long. I'm going to my office from this time to this time. You know what I mean? I'm staying up for the wee hours. 4 times a year. So anyways, let's move on. Key performance indicators. So I talked about this earlier. 4 key performance indicators that you have got to track every single month. And I'm hoping that they're going to have a report in our back office on this soon. If not, use a notebook and pad and paper, make a spreadsheet, whatever you got to do. But these are the 4 numbers. Number 1, sales. How much do you sell each month? How much does your team sell each month? And then the next one is recruiting. How many did you recruit? And how many did your team sponsor? Excuse me. So, and I also, when you guys bring in new people, and I'm so guilty of this, and I've been trying really hard this year to be more cautious of it and aware, is not falling in love with someone's potential. Don't fall in love with their potential. Potential is so common. Potential's common. Performance is not common. So we'll bring in someone, we're like, yeah, they can kill it. They have got so much potential. Oh, yeah. And they don't do anything. Right? It sucks. It hurts because they have so much potential. Potential's common. Potential's common, but performance is not common. So do not fall in love with people's potential. So speaking of sponsoring, I want to talk to you guys about this. 70%. So 7 out of 10 people will never sponsor anyone. They will not sponsor anyone. 7 out of 10. 20% though, 20% will sponsor 1 to 2 people. 5% will sponsor 3 to 5 people. 3% sponsor 6 to 9 people. And 1% of people will sponsor 10 or more. To be a super recruiter in this profession, you only have had to sponsor 10 people. Now I'm going to tell you, if you sponsor 10 people over a year's time, you're not going to get your airplane off the ground. Nothing. But if you sponsor those same exact 10 people in 30 days, your plane's going to get off the ground. Things are going to change and move and groove. And you'll also be in the top 1% in the profession if you sponsor 10 or more people. All right, let's talk about the next one. This is the pink ranking factory. So every month you need to track how many new pinks you have. How many new pinks? If you're not yet pink, you need to learn to get to pink and then teach one person to get to pink. If you can get to pink, you can teach. You know how to do it. You know how you did it. Teach one person to get to pink. And then teach one more person to get to pink. Teach one of their people to get to pink. But you got to track this all the time. And pink is what gets you to black status. Pink is what gets you to blue status. Pink gets you to green. Pink gets you every single rank that you want. Pinks change everything. And we're going to put this into perspective. I want you to pretend the only way that you would ever get paid was by getting new pinks. If that's the only way that we could make money was getting new pinks. Where did I break it down at? Well, let me go over a couple of these things and then where did I break that down at? All right. So anyways, as a team, this is going to become our thing, and this is what we're going to duplicate, is we have to make a big deal out of pink. So last month we had 2 new pinks out of Michigan hit. And that's if I'm their black upline. 2. Great. I mean, that keeps us on track for beating last year of 16. 2. And so we have to make a big deal out of it. You guys don't even know who they are because they weren't even shouted out in the team page. No one even said, oh my gosh, congratulations, they hit pink. For real. They weren't shouted out on their wall. They weren't shouted out on anything. The only reason I know they hit pink is because at the end of the month, I was looking through the numbers. I was like, dude, you're $3 from pink. And they're like, I don't even know what that is. So I sponsored a girl who sponsored a girl who sponsored a girl who sponsored a girl who sponsored a girl, and no one even was reaching out to her and telling her. She had no idea. She could have missed pink from $3. But it's called overlapping leadership, and I noticed it and reached out to her, but none of these other people noticed it and reached out to her. Right? And then they didn't get shouted out. So as a team, we have to make a big deal out of pink. When someone is going for pink, you got to shout them out. Hey, they're going for pink. Let's rally them on. Post it in the Gold Diggers on the news feed. Now that there's units, it makes it even better to shout out people in there because none of the training is getting lost. All the training is in the units. Welcome. Buy your convention ticket. All the things are over there. So get them fired up by announcing that they're going pink. Shout them out for going pink. Post it on your walls. Send them pink flowers or a bag of pink candy or freaking pink post-it notes or something. I don't know. But shit also, when when you're shouting them out, oh no, it's snowing. I'm so over winter, you guys. See, I'm ADD. Like, that's not a squirrel, it's snow. So shout them out, but share their struggle, or share what they've overcome, or share that they work full time. Share that they're a stay-at-home mom of 20 kids and she homeschools them all. You know, so oftentimes it's like we shout them out for what they did. Oh my gosh, they just started. We shouted them out, but then so many other people go, "I've been doing this for 3 years and I haven't hit pink. Like, I'm a loser. I'm never gonna be good at this." But if they know that they did it while working, like, does this inspire you? This girl working 60 to 70 hours a week, 2-year-old, new house, suicidal coming into it, triple promoted in 2 weeks. Triple promoted with all these things that she had going on. Would that not inspire some people? Like, man, she was working 67 hours a week, has a 2-year-old, just bought a new house, travels 30 minutes to work, hates herself. And she just did what? I can do that. Okay, my life's not that bad. I don't have any kids. Still live at home with my parents or whatever. I only work 35 hours a week. Like, life's not that bad. If she can triple promote, I can triple promote. So when we have to try and start making that shift, or not try, we have to make that shift of when we shout someone out, telling what they've overcome, because it's going to inspire so many more people. And the more people that we can inspire, the more lives that we change. But it's hard because you're like, oh, they just did it. Woo, woo. Like, that's my favorite. Woo, woo. Like, that doesn't really inspire anyone. Like, really, like, but I didn't know what to do. And I was actually, Ray Higdon has a training on it. So I was like, dude, I suck at, like, I don't know, like, what to say. Like, I want to just, like, I can't just, like, dance for him. Like, what do you do? Like, and so he's like, oh, I have a training on it. And so he was talking about, you know, overcoming, share what they've overcome, share their struggle. Okay, so this is what I want you guys to do. This was so cool. This is so cool. And then I think where I was, oh no, we're not almost done. I'm totally dragging this way out. But so, I want you to take your income from last year, and I want you to divide it by the number of pinks, your business income. How much did you make last year and how many pinks? And if you didn't have any pinks, or you didn't have any money, I'll have a number for you in just a second.
Liz, do you want us to do in our company all of the pinks, or just our personally sponsored
No,
pink?
your entire company. All right.
Are we counting ourselves if we hit pink?
No.
Okay.
So let me tell you this. For the profession, it's around $3,000. A pink, a value is around $3,000. For unique, it's $5,000 per pink. And what does that mean? If you were paid $5,000 for every pink status presenter, how many people would you get there? That's the value. Derek pulled the numbers, did it. At $5,000 is the value of a pink, of what you'll make for the year. Is it not worth getting someone to pink status? And pretend that's the only way we got paid. The only way to get paid was to get pink status presenters. How many pink status presenters would you get? 10. 10 would be 50,000. 20 pinks. 24 pinks, 2 pinks a month. Times $5,000. $120,000. Sweet. From a gig on your phone. Pink. That is our foundation rank. If you want to leverage and you want to grow a business and you want to help people change their lives and you want to make an impact and you want to be on that stage getting recognized at convention, pinks. And we make it so hard. Like, we make it so hard on ourselves. But I want you to remember that $5,000 is what you'll make a year each new pink status presenter you can get. And that's not made up. That is from statistics of the company. All right, so who are we going to get to pink? We're going to take inventory. We're going to individually message each person on our team, hey, are you ready to get to pink? Let me know. If not, no big deal. Either way, no big deal. Then you message the next person. And this does not just, this is not, you don't just message your directs. You message everyone. Everyone underneath you. Individually, not in your group chat, individually. So take inventory and ask them if they're ready. If they say they're ready, perfect. The next thing is they need accountability and support. This is where you're going to get to work. You're going to get busy. And I'm going to share with you guys what the fastest growing teams in this profession are doing. Not our company, in the profession. And the reason that I know this is because Eric Worre works with them. And he shared with us what they're doing. And then recognition. You got to shout them out that they are going pink. You're going to shout them out that they hit pink. They're going to hold themselves accountable. They're going to go get their nails painted pink. They're only going to wear pink shirts all month. Pink, just pink. Everything's pink. And then the fourth thing is repeat. So take inventory, hold them accountable, give them support, get to work, recognition, and then repeat. Those are the four. And so when someone joins our team, they're going to know this is what we do. We get you to pink in 60 days. We get you independent of us as quick as we can because we're bringing in new people, and that's what we're going to be known for. We got those 60 days, get your car bonus, get you to pink, and we're bringing in another class. That's what we do. That is what we do. And that's what we're going to be known for. And I know with just the ladies that are on this call that we can go back to being the fastest growing team in Unique. For real. All right. The fourth thing is convention tickets. So we talked about sales, the key performance indicators. These are the things that we're going to track every single month. We're going to track our sales, our team sales. How many we recruit, how many our team recruits, how many new pinks that we get every single month, and how many convention tickets we've sold. How many convention tickets we've sold. As soon as your new teammate joins, we expect you to get your convention ticket. It's why on unit number 1, it's the second thing. Welcome to our team. Go get your convention ticket. Convention is the quickest way to grow your income. Quickest way to grow your income. For every teammate that you have at convention is $1,000 you're going to make. Every butt you have in a seat is $1,000 you'll make for that year. And so when we bring in new people, that's all they're going to know. Like, hey, I'm so excited. I'll see you in Orlando. I can't wait to meet you in Orlando. Can't wait to meet you in Orlando. You got your Orlando ticket? What airline you're flying in with or whatever. Convention is so important because it changes lives emotionally. All those things that we could be doing better if those get worked on, those get identified. Sometimes you can leave them in that state because you rid it. You're done with it. Fear disappears. It's freaking fun. It's so much fun. It's away from the day-to-day grind. You get tons of swag. We get more swag and product than what the ticket costs. All the announcements. I'll tell you right now, Dallas, Texas, I didn't even know what convention was until like 3 weeks before. You couldn't buy tickets. Flights were stupid. And I sat at home in total FOMO. Like almost sick to my stomach. They were getting those big makeup trunks. They got all the liners because those were just launched. And I promised myself that I would never miss another one. We get so much stuff, swag, new products. We're getting the top trainer in the profession, Eric Worre. It's everything, you guys. It is everything. I was going to say one more thing about convention, but I don't remember. I do have tickets on sale right now till the end of the month. We're going to get VIP seating if we can sell 100 tickets. And many of you know seating, it's like a mad rush to get in and you want to sit with your team, but not everyone showed up on time. And so it's going to be awesome. So how are we going to get people to pink? Eric says daily tasks do not work. And I have been really frustrated with daily tasks because it's so much work for me and no one's doing them. How many of you are in Coachable and Hungry, or Hungry and Coachable? How many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. And then there might be actually 8 because Cheryl's on here. Who else? Keep your hands up. Okay, there's 8 of you in here. So we started off with 50 or so people and we keep removing them, but we're not doing daily tasks. We're doing projects. They have a start date, middle, and here's the due date. And I'm having a lot more success with it. It does not take away from me building my business because I'm not like, do this, and then I'm getting annoyed because no one's doing it. Like, if you don't do it, you get kicked out. If you don't do the project, you get kicked out. So we started with 50, right? Or was it 60? I can't remember. Does anyone remember how many we started with? Gabby, Elizabeth, Hannah, no one? And now there's like 14. And guess what? It's awesome. And guess what? By next week, there's going to be 7. 7. And you know what I love about that is those are the homegirls that are running. They're doing it. They're worth my time. So, and it's not killing me doing posting daily tasks. Do this daily, do this daily. So daily tasks don't work. This is what Eric says. And I believe him because I know how it made me feel because people weren't doing them. And so he shared with us what the fastest growing teams in the profession were doing. And we're going to take these on and we're going to adapt them into our business. So what they're doing is the hot market approach. And I have a training on this. I audio recorded him training us on it. And I'll post that. I'll put it, I got to edit it first because I went too long on the end. So I'm going to condense it. And I'm going to put it as a unit. So when we bring in someone, they're going to do the hot market approach. This is asking friends and family for the support, which friends and family are not going to support your business. Like, if I would have relied on my friends and family to support my salon, I would not have made it past 6 months. But this is the hot market approach. So hot market is people that you know, love, trust, moms, aunts, cousins, sisters, people that you can pick up the phone and say anything to. Okay. And so many people don't even reach out to them because they don't want to bug them and stuff. And I understand that. But this hot market approach is hot. So when we bring in new people, this is what you do. Your hot market. Anyone that you can pick up the phone and say anything to, you're going to ask them for your support, but you're going to let them know, hey, this is 100% absolutely not for you. This is not for you, but I'm having a grand opening for my new business. And if I opened a new restaurant, I know you'd come to the grand opening, you'd buy dinner and wine and desserts, you'd drop $100 and you would support me on grand opening night. I want you to support me in this grand opening, and I want you to go find $100 worth of products. And I will never ask you again for support on my business. I'll never ask you for support again. And in your first 30 days, you will sell $500 to $1,000. And that's the expectation. People should be doing that. And before I was like, but they're not going to. But I'm not nursing you anymore. I'm taking you off my teeth. And $500 to $1,000, that's 10 of your closest friends and family spending $100 with you. So, hot market approach. New people come into Unique or to Gold Diggers. You're going to do the hot market approach. We're getting you to pink in 60 days. You're going to get the car bonus. You're getting the car bonus. You're getting the hit pink bonus. You're getting fast start. You are going to make $800 to $900 because you're going to do the hot market approach. That's how you're going to get your $500 to $1,000. And then you're going to do the warm market. And now I'm going to make these units, but you guys, most of you on here have never even gone to the unit section of Gold Diggers. You didn't even know. They didn't even know it was there. There's mock parties even there. Okay, so warm market. Warm market are people that you know, like that you're friends with. You may not pick up the phone and say everything to them because that's your hot market, but like they're people that you know. You pass in the grocery store, you say, "Hey, how's it going? Great." You know, they're people you know. Or do acquaintances go under warm market, Gabby? I'm skewed. I feel like they do. I kind of feel like they do. Like people that you know, like they know you, you know them. And what you say to, so then this is what you say to them, because we're going to sponsor 6 to 10 people. 6 to 10 people our first months, 30 days. And I thought that's crazy. People aren't going to do it. And that's what I told you at the beginning of this. We pulled our pink month, the months we went pink, we pulled our numbers, and we all had sponsored over 6 to 10 people our first month, or the month that we hit pink. Not necessarily our first month. For me it was, but so this is how you're going to sponsor 6 to 10 people is, hey, I'm doing this new thing. I want you to check it out. How many of you could send a text that says, hey, I'm doing this new thing. I want you to check it out. And our new teammates can do that. That's not scary. It's not scary. And if it is scary, oh my gosh, my husband is coming down here with a donut. Mark, come say hi real quick.
Hello, everyone.
Hey. They can't hear you, but look. Fat kid got eating donuts.
And Monster.
And Monster. Love you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so hot market approach. Everyone can do that. Everyone can ask for support from their family. And warm market, everyone can say, hey, check out this thing I've just started. Well, what is it? Let me send you to the website. wearegolddiggers.com. If you have not been to wearegolddiggers.com, it's new. I spent over 10 hours with Cheryl Bouget and Amber McNally making it with Ray Hignan's training. It's fire, you guys. It's so good. And we're actually going to be rolling out the next one that will be the UK when it's almost done. So it'll be wearegolddiggers.com/UK. We are going to the one after that will probably, I don't know if it'll be Spanish, but I don't know if it'll be US Latino or if it'll be for Mexico yet. So, hey, I'm doing this new thing. You got to check it out. And so instead of word vomiting and trying to make up what you think we're doing, you just say, hey, just go to this website and check it out. We don't present the business. The website presents the business. Do you think all new people can do that? Hey, check out what I'm doing. Hey, I want you to check this out. Right? Do you think they're going to sponsor people from it? Yes. Do you think it's a missing step that people don't do? Yes. I have people that have been in this business for a year and they've never asked their hot market for support. They never messaged warm people saying, hey, I want you to just check out what I'm doing. Hey, check this out. All right. So hot market approach, warm market approach. In your first 30 days, you're going to sell $500 to $1,000 and you're going to sponsor 6 to 10 people. And those 6 to 10 people are going to start reaching out to their hot market. They're going to buy their booster bundles. Both of them. They're going to buy both of them. And when these two things are done over time, like these are the things that gold diggers do. You get in, you get your convention day, you get your booster bundles, you reach out to your hot market, you reach out to your warm market, you hit pink in 60 days, and then your team hits pink in 60 days. It's our thing. Like this, we have to own this, you guys. We have to. Otherwise, we're going to keep playing small, spinning wheels, living in our 10% of potential. But when these two things are done, pinks will start popping. And when we focus on the numbers above the 6 to 10 people and the $500 to $1,000, when these two things are done, nothing is going to stop us. Nothing will stop you. And when we focus on those numbers and new pinks, the car bonus, the pink bonus, our new pinks are going to earn $863 to $950 in commissions their very first month with the bonuses and with their commissions. It's going to take a little bit of time to get in order because there's only 22 of us on here. And so us 22 have got to make this loud and clear that this is what we do. This is what we do. So it's going to take time. But I want you to remember this. The only way you get paid is by producing pinks. The only way you get paid is by producing pinks. How do you get pinks? Hot market, warm market. Okay? Let's Let's see. Sometimes leaders stop doing what works, and I'm so guilty of this, but we stopped doing what works because a couple people told us that it didn't work, or they said it was stupid, or they said we got bored with it, so we stopped. This is something that is non-negotiable. We cannot stop doing this. It's been done for decades and decades and decades and decades. We're just bringing it to social media and bringing it to text. We can't get bored with this. We have to trust the system and know wholeheartedly that it works. This came from Eric Worre himself, the man that trains the best in this profession. Like if Tiger Woods was a network marketer, his coach would be Eric Worre. He coaches the best. Okay? And so I'm going to say it again. We get people to do the business with us. They get, we get the booster bundles. We get our convention tickets. We do the hot market approach. We do the warm market invite. We hit pink in 60 days. And our pinks earn $863 to over $950 their first month. Game over. Game over. So the fastest growing teams in the world, what are they doing? A lot of them are doing home parties and storytelling. Now, they don't do home parties all the time. They do it in campaigns. So we'll pretend in April, everyone is going to have one home party a week. Maybe it's your home, maybe it's their home, whatever. I can tell you I've never had a home party because I want to spend my time with my family. Like, that's what was so attractive to this. I was making money when I was sleeping, and I could be home with my family. I was tired of missing out on the people and things that meant the most to me. So it kind of freaks me out. Like, and I'm an extrovert. I love people. I'll have people like over. I'll go to their house. Like, it doesn't, but that freaks me out a little bit. But I would try it 4 months of the year. Have 4 months of the year. That's 4 times 4, 16 home parties a year. I would try it. It's what the fastest teams in the world are doing. It's what the fastest teams. And by home party, you could just be getting together, drinking wine, and playing the We Are Gold Diggers video. Home party could just mean that you meet at a bar in a private room and you just bring your makeup trunk and let people touch it. It could just mean you get a group of girls together and you bring catalogs. There's no right or wrong way to do it. And I would actually live stream wherever I was at doing it. Hey, look how all these people are together. Look, she just put on I would bring social media into it. But so home parties and storytelling. So they're doing the hot market approach, warm market invite, home parties, and telling stories of people. And Bob Helig has a really great training on, you say this, then you talk about this, then you talk about this, and you talk about this. You never mention your company's name. You don't really even mention products. You talk about your struggles and your background, and then you found this. And then because of the training, this happened. Or because of the training, this is going to happen. And we started doing this a while back, but like I said earlier, you stop doing things that work because a couple people said it didn't work, or because you get bored, or because someone said something negative or whatever. We have an Opportunity Knocks page and a group, but no one's telling stories. It's something that no one in Unique is doing. People aren't telling their stories. Stories sell. Facts tell. Facts do not sell products. They do not get people to join your business. They do not get people to go for promotions. But stories that are told properly, that gets new teammates. Stories of results of products, that gets you sales. And so those 4 things are huge. So I'm going to share with you, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm almost done. I thought for sure I could do this in an hour, but I talk too much. But you're all still here with me. Who's having fun? Who's excited? Anybody fired up? Yeah? Hey, Adrian, girl, I see you on here, you pretty thing. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, good. So many of you don't have your video turned on. Oh, stinkers. I want to see your faces. Hey, Maribel. I still see you on here, girlfriend. Okay, so how to gain 3 more hours a week to build your business. How many of you need 3 more hours a week to build your business? Show of hands. I can't hear you. Yeah? 3 more hours. Would that change a lot of things? You can get a lot of shit done in 3 hours. I was finding 5-minute windows. I would pray driving to work. I'd pray that the light would turn red. I'm like, please turn red, please turn red. Yes, red light. And I'd send out a couple messages. Okay, light, I get honked out. I'm like, I gotta go. 3 hours, that can change everything. 3 hours a week. So I'm going to give you a couple ways to help you do that. Now, I know some of you are going to be like, I can't do that. I can't afford that. My husband will kill me. Mama. And we'll get to that in just a second. But I want you to listen to this with like open heart, open mind. Like, okay, be coachable. Be coachable. One easy way to save you time is to do grocery store pickup or grocery store delivery. Don't be pushing a dang cart around Kroger, around Walmart, grocery shopping. Now, if you live in the middle of nowhere, Walmart has grocery store pickup, okay? If you do go grocery shopping, and like this is non-negotiable, like it brings you so much dang joy you can't even, like, Cher Bouget is her favorite thing ever. Not grocery shopping is not her favorite thing ever. Grocery delivery is her favorite thing ever. She's not very clear on that, but I know her. She does not grocery shop. And she eats like organic, like she's a hippie. And so, oh, dang hippies. And so like say you love, like it really brings you joy to grocery shop. You have got to put earbuds in your ears while you grocery shop. And that's when you're going to do your professional development. That's when you're going to master these skills. That is when you're going to use your time wisely, pushing the grocery shopping cart, getting stuff in your cart, but you've got to use that time to grow yourself, either professional development or personal development, okay? Next one, having someone, if you have little kids at home, having someone help with the kids for a few hours a week. Not important stuff, like you need to put your kid to bed. You need to probably have dinner with your kid. But there's some things you can, like, especially when summer gets here, there's lots of young teenage kids that you're still going to be in the house, you're going to be in your office, but someone just to sit and play cars with your kid for just an hour or so, a couple hours a week, 10, 15 bucks. Some high school girls will do it for makeup, come play with your baby for a couple hours, or maybe during nap time. Maybe during nap time, someone make sure that the kid naps while you are getting your work done. Here's my favorite one. This saved me so much time, and oh gosh, and actually I probably smell better because I would just wear dirty clothes. I hate laundry. I hate laundry, you guys. I hate it. It makes me dig my eyeballs out. I hate it so much. I hate laundry. I hate it. I will wear the same, even though I've had someone do my laundry for 3 years. I will still wear the same clothes because I've trained myself to hate it so much that I think that if I put it in the hamper, then I'm going to have to wash it. Or if I put on something different, I'm going to have to. Okay, we won't go into how big of a dirtbag I am. But laundry in Columbus, Indiana, it's bigger than Bedford. But it's like, I didn't know this even existed. We had tree roots that got into our plumbing or a drain pipe or whatever. I don't know what it's called. And so Mark's like, don't use the washing machine. I was like, I have to have clean clothes. Like it was like, I have to. And he's like, go to the laundromat. So that's a whole nother story. Show up to the laundromat, I'd never been to a laundromat. I didn't freaking know what to do. Anyways, I spent hours there doing laundry. And I'm like, I didn't even fold this stuff. I didn't even dry this stuff all the way. I just wanted to go home. Like, I don't want to be here. So I put all this stuff in there. My friend owns the laundromats. And so I was like, Lauren, thank you so much for helping me out. And I look behind him. And there's this huge sign that says residential laundry pickup service or something. I was like, what's that? And he said, we pick up laundry and we launder it and we drop it back off. And I was like, shut your mouth. $1 a pound. I'm like, weigh this. How much? It would have been cheaper for them to come pick up the laundry, wash it, dry it, fold it, and drop it back off at my house. And I just spent hours at the laundromat doing that. I was like, you both to be kidding me. So hiring someone to do your laundry. Now, you may not have laundry service, but you can call the laundromats and ask, is the laundromat that did it? And then if that doesn't work out, you can hire someone to come to your house. Like, so my laundry service, it was like, we averaged $25 a week for 3 of us. And my husband and daughter wear so much, like, they think everything's dirty. Like, they try it on and all of a sudden it's dirty. Me on the other end, you know that story. So it's not expensive, but it's going to free how much time do you guys spend doing laundry a week? At least an hour? Tiffany, bright eyes, she's like, oh, no, girl, more than an hour. More than an hour. Like, a ton of time. 17 loads. Leslie Crawford, I do 17 loads of laundry a week. I would shoot myself in the face. That's so much time. And anyone can do that, right? Anyone can do laundry. Ruby even knows. She can do it. She might dry it too long, but anyone can do laundry for you. And maybe you pay them $50 a week to come to your house and do laundry. Maybe you trade them makeup. Maybe they really, really want that skincare collection, but they can't afford it. You come do laundry at my house for the next 2 months. So 8 times. You come do laundry at my house or whatever. I'll give it to you. Right? But here's the thing. You know, having someone else come out and clean your house maybe 1 or 2 times a month. Here's the thing. Don't take guilt. Don't feel guilty for hiring that out. But here's the other thing. When they are doing your laundry or cleaning your house or making sure your kid stays sleeping or they're getting your groceries off the shelf, you have to be doing income producing activity. Okay? You can't just be like eating bonbons watching Netflix while they're doing these things. That's freeing up time for you to work your business. And now I know there's going to be guilt around this. Like, I know there's going to be guilt. I know maybe even your husband's going to give you a hard time. You know, whatever, all the things that go along with it, it will change everything for you. To free up time, 3 hours a week, to do income producing activity, to laser focus, to know that stuff's getting done. And it's a freaking tax write-off. Write it off on your taxes, guys. Okay, let's keep going. Write it off on your taxes. I talked about you can't just watch them mow your grass and do your laundry. You have to build your business. But listen, is your time worth it? Is your time worth letting someone else do the things that anyone can do for your dreams? Yeah, it is, guys. All right. One more page and then we'll be done. I promise I'll make this one quick and short and sweet. I want to talk about the different income levels. People that are making nothing to $100,000 a year in network marketing are doing it on hard work. It just takes hard work. You want to earn $100,000? Work hard and you'll get there. But if you want to make $100,000 to $500,000 a year, it takes duplication. And the duplication starts with us, with using the unit section, with doing the hot market approach and the warm market invite and getting people to pink. Right? The things that we've talked about, this becomes duplication. If you want to earn $500,000 to $1 million a year, you got to start promoting events, promoting activities, promoting pinks, promoting the car bonus, promoting. And that's one of the 7 fundamental skills in network marketing is promotion, promoting the Zoom trainings. Like Elizabeth did. Elizabeth worked her tail off getting so many of you on this Zoom. Aren't you glad? Can we say thank you, Elizabeth? Send Elizabeth lots of love, guys. Thank you. Because she promoted it. Every Monday we have a Zoom, Team Zoom. Got to promote it. And if you want to earn over $1 million a year, you have to build influencers. And we have 3 people that are making $1 million a year in unique, maybe 4. And they build influencers. And 25 influencers is what the average $1 million a year earner has on their team. So let's talk about the characteristics of an influencer. And I want you to grade yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. And this is the last part, I promise. But thank you guys so much for hanging in here. I really appreciate it. Have you guys learned some stuff? Everyone excited? Yeah, I see you, Alexa. Okay. So characteristics of an influencer. Someone who's independent. And I said this, we're going to bring in a new class. Those 60 days, they're going to earn the car bonus. They're going to hit pink stats. They're going to do all the things. And we want them to become independent of us as quick as they can, because at the 90-day mark, we're bringing in new people. We're bringing in new people. So we have to get them independent of us. So I want you to, on a scale of 1 to 10, grade yourself. How do you grade yourself on being independent? And Eric said something that was interesting. Whoever comes to you with problems, 99% of the time is the problem. So are you independent? And the second one I want you to grade yourself on 1 to 10 is problem solver. When you're faced with a challenge, do you GTS? Do you guys know what that means? GTS? Yeah, Gabby knows. Tara probably knows. Tara's videos know. Google that stuff. Google it. Are you a problem solver? Freaking Google it. Dude, that's where my degree came from. University of Google. I learned everything from Google. Everything. So when you're faced with a challenge, I want you to ask yourself, what can I do? What can I do? Google it. I'm going to give you a secret. Google it. Okay, next thing, what can I learn to become a better problem solver? Who can I ask for help? And the fourth thing to become a great problem solver is don't ask first. So what can I do? What can I learn? Who can I ask for help? And then just don't ask first. That's how you're going to raise that score of being a problem solver. Number 3 is consistency. How many lost days have you had? How many times do you say, I'm not going to do anything today, I'll start tomorrow. Dang it, today's already gone, I'll just do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, I haven't done anything all month, I'll just wait till next month. Well, heck, it's already December, January, I'm doing it. How consistent are you on a scale of 1 to 10? How many days have you lost because you said you'll do it tomorrow? And then think about how many full-on productive days have you had in the past year's time? Like, really? Like, how consistent are you? And then number 4 is big vision. Big vision. Kidnappers see product. Business builders see the big vision, and they tell everyone. They tell everyone because they see what is possible. So what do you rate yourself on big vision? And the last one is create action. Are you an action creator? Elizabeth created action. She rallied and got you guys on this call. Most of you. 99% of you was from her creating action. So when you show up, action happens. Stuff gets done. What are you on a scale of 1 to 10 on creating action? Now remember, if you want to be $1 million a year earner, we just need 25 people that have these characteristics. How many do you have on your team? How many true influencers do you have on your team? And are you working, do you have these skills and characteristics? If not, what ones do you need to improve on so you can lead by example? So people are used to being employees, not business owners. And we have to remember that. And that's really hard for me because I never really worked for anyone. A couple summers I was a lifeguard in high school, and then I worked at Arby's for 2 months so I could pay for for spring break, my senior year of high school. Okay, like that's my experience of being an employee. I've been an employer since I was 19, so this is hard for me. Like when he was talking about this, I was like, okay, soak it in, learn. So people are used to be told like what to do. Like, okay, you need to do this. Okay, do this. Well, I am so not a micromanager. Like, that's why I hated having employees. But I had to have them. I hated it. I hate them. I was just like, yeah. And so same thing. Like we're raised, do as we're told. So we're used to being employees, not business owners, and we're raised to do as we're told. And so people are only going to do what you tell them to do. but we have to let them know, listen, I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to show you, I'm going to do it with you. But you have to become independent of me as quick as you can, because in 60 days, I'm bringing in new people. And so that's one thing that we have to remember. People are used to be told what to do. Assignments are our best friends. No more like daily tasks. Like, let's do projects together. And if you're in Hungry and Coachable, you are experiencing that with me as I'm being coached to do this. I'm coaching you guys to do it. And at some point, we're going to open this group back up. Like, there's going to be a chance for those of you that aren't in it to get in. Doesn't mean you're going to stay in there, right? But it's cool. Like, it's a start of something really freaking awesome. And I love it. I love the girls that are in there. Like, oh, it's so awesome. Okay. And I love the girls that used to be in there too. But anyways, so assignments are our best friends because they need told what to do and shown what to do. And they need start dates. Okay, here's the halfway point. Okay, here's the due date. I think that's really about it. I want to open it up for questions before we hop off here, but we have to together create a community that nothing's going to stop us. And we have to start thinking bigger, being stronger, and moving faster. And I'm so excited to be on this journey with you guys. Like, it's so cool. And I know what it's done for so many people that came before me, so many people that started with me and after me. And I want everyone to experience the personal growth, the financial reward, the freedom. The freedom is everything. To be able to wake up and be able to take my daughter to school, you have no idea how bad I want to homeschool the kid. Like, well, I don't want to homeschool her, but I want to not have to know what day of the week it is. I want to know on this day I do this, on this day I do that. Like, I don't want to go through days of the week. I'm like, we're going to go back to work. Like, I want my husband home. I want my daughter home. And because I want that freedom. Like, I got a taste of freedom right now, but I want more, and I want you guys to experience that. Selling products is a job. Recruiting people is a job. But when we can get this duplication piece intact, and this duplication piece really is solid in our organization, freedom is going to happen for people just like you, because the people that show up are the people that go up. So when you get on the Zooms and you get to the convention and you get to the regional events, you're going to find freedom. It's the people that show up that go up. And I just love you guys so stinking much. That's all I got for you. But if you want to unmute yourself and ask a question, because I know like I was all over the place a little bit, went off on some tangents, you can ask.
Hey, what group do you want us to throw people in as soon as they sign up?
Gold diggers.
So that they know exactly what task they're supposed to be doing first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
You're going to tell them. Gold diggers is where they go, and make a picture and just welcome them. Just because now what happens, so we had welcome threads before, and it was so the training wasn't getting lost. But now the training is in units. Let's use the news feed to welcome people. So add them to gold diggers. Welcome them. Put a picture of them up, whatever, tell their background. And then the unit section. So there's a welcome.
The units is in the gold diggers?
Yeah, there's a unit section in gold diggers, and that's everything that they need to do. I'm going to start adding to it more of the 7 skills and stuff. But yeah, add them in there, welcome them in there, and just let them know, okay, this is what we're doing. You're going to get to pink. Your first 60 days, you're going to become independent of me. The first thing you're going to do is the hot market approach. Here's the training. It'll be I'm going to edit the video on the way to Louisville, and it's going to be a unit. And it's the hot market approach training that Eric Warwick did. It's not me talking, it's Eric talking. And so then they're going to do that. And then they're going to do the warm market approach. And they're going to sponsor 6 to 10 people. I mean, it's like we have to change our expectations. We're playing so damn small. It's just like, why? Like, we're better than this. We're better.
Okay, because she's coming over today, but for the last week I've been telling her to just watch all the videos on the website. The onboarding videos on the website.
Yeah. So those are in the units. So they're all like in order. So she'll just start with unit 1, and then click it. She'll get a check mark, and it shows her progress bar.
Right. Okay, that's on the website. I'm talking about what is in Gold Diggers that she.
That's what I'm talking about. Gold Diggers. It'll give her a check mark and a progress bar. All the training in the back office is also in the units.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay. No, thank you.
You are welcome. And then teach her the hot market approach for sales and the warm market invite with wearegolddiggers.com. And I'll make those units today.
Wait a minute. You said golddiggers.com. That's another separate website?
Wearegolddiggers.com is the business presentation. So she says, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Warm
Okay,
market
I've
approach.
already got that.
Warm market approach. Hey, check out this new thing I'm doing. It's so check it out. Here's the link.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. What else you guys got? They're all getting so pretty. Hair's being done, makeup's being put on. You looked homeless when you showed up. Now Hannah looks like she's going out for the night. What else? You want me to unmute you all? I don't know how. Forgot.